People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by Ayers Furniture, Bytech Resource Management, Claire Bank, Fuller's Milker Center, Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Platteville, Les Mack, Northland Buildings, Reeves Wealth Management, Raleigh Cheese House, Russell Law Offices, The Shoebox, Tricor Insurance, West End Salvage, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Sloan Implements, Sups, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Gary's Pest Control, TriStar Pallets and TriStar Mulch, Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware Do It Best, Bouse Electric, Cuba City Collision and Repair, Laley Center Monroe, H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, Community First Bank, Grant Regional Health Center, Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty, Lancaster Dental Associates, Millie's Diner, Pink's Automotive, Good Knees Garage, Point and Flush Sportsman's Club, Rosemeyer Management Group, Breckler Insurance, McNett Electric, Mound City Bank, Ready Feed and Grain LLC, Southwest Health, and WCC Brands.
Good afternoon and welcome to Potosi High School. It is regional final Wednesday afternoon, and a pair of Six Rivers teams are squaring off for the third time this season to decide who brings home the regional championship. It's Potosi Cassville hosting River Ridge on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. This is Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. The Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel is powered by H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, and Laley Center Monroe. From the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, I'm Tyler Dictanis, welcoming you to our Raleigh Cheese pregame show. And this is the third time that these two teams are meeting. Potosi Cassville won both regular season matchups against River Ridge. Potosi Cassville getting a 2-0 victory back on April 21st when Colton Vogelsberg had a one-hit shutout with 9 strikeouts on 84 pitches. Cale Koenig, not a bad outing on the bump either for River Ridge in 5 2/3 innings. Only allowed 1 hit and had 10 strikeouts. The second game a little higher scoring in Cassville back on May 14th when Potosi Cassville defeated River Ridge 11-7. Alex Frederick in that game was 4 of 5 batting and had 3 RBI. Aaron Bedward was 3 of 5 batting for River Ridge, and Noah Copsey had 2 RBIs to lead the team for the Wolves. Potosi Cassville coming off a win last night against North Crawford 14-4 in 6 innings. Damian Bauer was 4 of 5 at the plate. Reed Weber had 4 RBIs on 3 hits, and Ben Infield and River Star both had 3 hits and 2 RBIs apiece. Reed Weber was the starting pitcher for Potosi Cassville, had pitched 4 complete innings on 71 pitches, 4 runs. One of those runs were earned, 3 hits and 2 walks and 5 strikeouts, Colton Vogelsberg had 25 pitches last night, and he will be the starting pitcher today for Potosi Cassville. River Ridge coming off a comeback win against Ithaca last night, 12-6, scoring 8 runs in the top of the 6th inning to knock off the number 4 seed. Blake Reynolds in 7 innings of work had 81 pitches, 6 runs, 3 earned runs, and 1 walk with 4 strikeouts. Aaron Bedward, 3 of 5 at the plate with 2 RBI. Koenig, Hernandez, and Reynolds had 2 RBIs apiece. And the winner of this game takes on the winner of Seneca and DeSoto. Seneca, the 6th seed, and DeSoto, the 2 seed. And the games will be played on Tuesday at River Ridge High School in Patch Grove. River Ridge looking for its first ever regional championship in high school baseball, while Potosi Cassville looks for its 15th, going back to the days of just Potosi being the sole school before the schools co-opted. Coming up in our Raleigh Cheese pregame show, we'll run down the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups. We'll get you the Russell office's injury report, Cuba City Family Dental colors of the game, and the first pitch between River Ridge and Potosi Cassville in tonight's WIAA Division IV Regional Final. The Raleigh Cheese pregame show is presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County.
Don't forget the cheese.
Back after this on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pre-game one.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
From intimate gatherings to grand celebrations, Roses and Berries Cafe offers fresh, flavorful catering for every occasion. Let them make your event unforgettable with beautifully crafted dishes and impeccable service. Visit rosesandberriescafe.com to see their catering menu.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpvl.com.
Pre-game one.
Back at Potosi on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show, presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. River Ridge and Potosi Cassville squaring off in today's WIAA Division IV Regional Final. Again, the third time these two teams have played this season. Potosi Cassville won the two regular season matchups, but River Ridge looking to do what the softball team did earlier this season, last week in fact, when Potosi Cassville defeated River Ridge in the regular season twice, but the Wolves able to get the playoff victory and advance. No injuries to report on the Russell office's injury report, but if you've been injured, contact Russell offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. Our Rosemeyer Wealth Management keys to the game, brought to you by Rosemeyer Wealth Management in Platteville, the key to your future retirement. Both coaches emphasize limiting the number of base runners and keeping the pitch counts low. They want to be effective on the mound here today, as both teams had pitchers last night. The only pitcher not available for either team is Blake Reynolds for River Ridge, and then Reed Weber won't be available to pitch for Potosi Cassville based on the performances last night. Colton Vogelsberg will get the start for Potosi Cassville. Cale Koenig will get the start today for River Ridge. Coming up, after this break, we'll run down the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups for both teams and get you the first pitch between River Ridge and Potosi Cassville. The Raleigh Cheese pregame show continues after this on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pre-game two.
There's no one-size-fits-all on finances, especially when it comes to your home. At Dupaco Credit Union, our people start by listening. From your first home purchase, to growing your family, to downsizing for your next chapter, you deserve clarity and confidence at every stage. Because what works for someone else might not work for you. Buying, refinancing, or staying put, our Dupaco team is here to help you understand your options, so you can make a decision based on your goals, your timeline, and your life. Don't just get approved. Get it right. Make your best move with a partner who puts you first and continues servicing your loan locally long after closing. Dupaco Credit Union, guiding you home. Equal housing opportunity.
Pre-game two.
Dubuque Super Hits 106, KIYX, Sageville, Dubuque. Our Grant Regional Health Center People's State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Let's run down the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups for both teams today. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. For the visiting River Ridge Timberwolves, coming into today's game with an overall record of 15-9, they were 10-6 in the Six Rivers Conference this season. Their batting order goes like this. Leading off, the center fielder, number 22, Noah Copsey. Batting second, the starting pitcher, number 11, Cale Koenig. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 24, Blake Reynolds. Batting cleanup, the third baseman, number 5, Alan Hernandez. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 7, Jack White. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 18, Aaron Bedward. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 10, Brandon Davis. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 9, Draven Morris, batting in place of the second baseman, number 13, Reese Drew. And running out the batting order for River Ridge, the left fielder, number 3, Cam Reynolds. Again, the batting order for River Ridge, Copsey, Koenig, Blake Reynolds, Hernandez, White, Bedward, Davis, Morris, Cam Reynolds. That's the batting order for the River Ridge Timberwolves. And now the batting order for Potosi Cassville coming into today's game as the number 1 seed, 16-7 overall. They were 12-4 runners-up in the Six Rivers Conference this season. Their batting order goes like this. Leading off, the shortstop, number 44, Alex Frederick. Batting second, the catcher, number 25, Damian Bauer. Batting third, the pitcher, number 33, Colton Vogelsberg. Batting cleanup, the third baseman, number 2, Ben Infield. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 4, Reed Weber. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 7, River Saar. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 17, Logan Roush. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 8, Lane Schaefer. And running out the batting order for Potosi Cassville, the right fielder, number 24, Chris Vels. Again, the batting order for Potosi Cassville, Frederick, Bauer, Vogelsberg, infield, Weber, Saar, Roush, Schaefer, Vels. That's the batting order for Potosi Cassville as part of our Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. Coming up next, the Cuba City Family Dental colors of the game and the first pitch between River Ridge and Potosi Cassville in today's WIAA Division IV Regional Final. This has been the Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. First pitch coming up next on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 3.
Now open. Lock 11 Rooftop Restaurant and Bar at Q Casino and Resort. Experience elevated dining high above Dubuque with panoramic Mississippi River views, handcrafted cocktails, and a seasonally inspired menu featuring locally sourced ingredients, fresh seafood, premium steaks, and chef-driven specialties. Join us for an unforgettable dinner, sunset cocktails, and a rooftop experience unlike anything else here in the Tri-States. Make your reservation today at QCasinoandResort.com. Lock 11 at Q Casino and Resort, now open.
Celebrate summer. This is Courtney with Potosi Spa. We have the perfect service to celebrate the season. Indulge in an ultimate pampering session with our coconut lime and pineapple infused body scrub and Beyond Bliss facial. Top off this incredibly tropical experience with a deliciously refreshing strawberry or lime margarita. You don't want to miss out on this one. Schedule your appointment at 563-588-5570. Make it a spa day at Potosi Spa inside Hotel Julian Dubuque.
Pregame 3.
Great Regional Health Center and People State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Skinless Gutters and Overhead Doors on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel powered by Laley Center Monroe and H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical. We're coming to you from the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth for free delivery on heirloom quality furniture for every room in your home. Be sure to visit Ayers Furniture in Ridgeway and AyersFurniture.com. Our scoreboard today presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. The other games that we have on Queen Bee Radio tonight, we have a game in progress, which actually, the game might be finished now that we think about it. Dakota defeated Lena Winslow 7-4. And we will have Galena at Foreston on X1071 and X1071.com. Other regional finals tonight, Iowa Grant is at Dodgeville on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL. And Fenimore is at Mineral Point on 97.7 Country WGLR. Tomorrow we will have sectional final softball with Belmont taking on Ithaca Weston in Patch Grove at River Ridge. We'll have that on 97.7 Country WGLR. And tomorrow we will also have Fenimore against Mineral Point in Riverdale. That'll be on X1071 and X1071.com. Check out the full Queen Bee Radio sports schedule at AM1590WPVL.com. The colors of the game, sponsored by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Potosi Cassville in the all-gold jerseys with maroon pinstripes, maroon numbers, and the PC logo in the upper right corner with black caps. River Ridge in the purple jerseys with wolves written across the chest in white with white numbers, white pants, and white hats. Those are the colors of the game. Brought to you by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Baseball today brought to you by Community First Bank. Free in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. First Response Excavation and Grading of Bloomington. And by Mentz, Bentz, and Dents in Potosi, offering locally sourced meats and cheeses, groceries, and other necessities. Step in to see Jamie or Joseph, Mentz, Bentz, and Dents in Potosi. Also by I Don't Care Pub and Grub in North Andover. I Don't Care is where great food, cold drinks, and great times await. I Don't Care Pub and Grub in North Andover. Also sponsored by LumberTech Columns and Langmeyer Lumber in Bloomington. LumberTech and the crew at Langmeyer Lumber are proud to back the River Ridge Timberwolves. Looks like we're going to have a bit of a delay in getting things started, so we'll take another break and we'll come back with the first pitch between River Ridge and Potosi Cassville after this time out on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 1.
Hello, Dr. Matt here from Cuba City Family Dental. Something we take pride in is having 3 state-of-the-art facilities in Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington. Our investment in the latest technology and innovative services allows us to provide top-notch dental care to our area families. Take control of your oral health and make an appointment with our team, and let's make your smile the best it can be. Contact Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental now, and let's start this journey together. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Fuller's Milker Center and GIA have the management tools you need to keep your dairy's profitability at your fingertips 24 hours a day. From many choices of reliable electronic ID to effective time-saving sort gates to the state-of-the-art Dairy Plan C21, monitor and control your parlor systems as you manage your whole herd. Contact Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your GIA dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center for details on the latest ID systems and sort gates that can help your dairy's efficiency, putting you and your cows in the fast lane.
In game 1.
The Potosi Cassville Fielders have taken the field, and we're set to get things started here at Potosi High School on Dubuque Super Hits 106, KIYX, Sageville, Dubuque, and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel powered by Laley Center Monroe and H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical. Tyler Dictanis with you with the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Our game today is sponsored by Epic Construction. See Epic Construction for industrial or commercial building projects. Epic Construction, building quality, building trust, and building a difference. Noah Copsey, Cale Koenig, and Blake Reynolds will lead things off for River Ridge. And for the 3rd time this season, it will be Colton Vogelsberg getting the start against River Ridge. Has pitched 48 and a third innings, has a 7-1 record, and Noah Copsey grounds this one over to short Frederick able to make the play. It throws to first. One pitch, one out. One away to get things started. Copsy's retired 6-3. Vogelsberg also had 18 walks, 56 strikeouts, an ERA of 2.75, and a whip of 1.22. As Cale Koenig steps into the box for River Ridge. And that one nearly hits him. It'll be ball one. Thought it might have hit him from my vantage point, but he's going to stay in the box. Koenig batting on the season has a .493 batting average and a whip of 1.518. 1-0 pitch popped up. Frederick there at short. And loses it in the sun. So 1 on and 1 out. Call that an E6 on Alex Frederick. It brings up Blake Reynolds, the starting shortstop for River Ridge. Blake Reynolds on the season batting .418, has a OPS of 1.184. Swings and misses at the first pitch for strike one. Vogelsberg gives the nod. Pickoff attempt. Doesn't throw the ball. Koenig gets back to first base in time. Guthrie Trucking LLC of Bagley, always wishing the Wolves success. Guthrie Trucking LLC of Bagley. The 1 pitch. Grounded and finds its way into shallow left field for a base hit. And going for third is Koenig, and he slides in safely. So runners at the corners for River Ridge with 1 out in the top of the first inning. Alan Hernandez trying to add more RBIs to his total on the season. Hernandez has 30 RBI, 10 walks and 3 strikeouts, a batting average of .369, and an OPS of .878. Vogelsberg checking the runners, now deals. And this is lined down the left field line. That's a base hit. Koenig scores for River Ridge. And it's runners at the corners again for the Wolves, and it's 1-0 River Ridge. So after a 6-3 ground out, an error on Alex Frederick puts Cale Koenig on. He's able to get all the way around and score. Blake Reynolds is at third. Alan Hernandez at first. Jack White coming up to the plate. Pickoff attempts. Runner gets back in time. Reynolds holds at third. Jack White, a .253 batting average, a .698 OPS. And the first pitch inside for ball one. Game brought to you by the Economy Feed Mill in Bloomington, Glen Haven, and Fenimore, featuring custom blends and more for your operation. The Economy Feed Mill, Bloomington, Glen Haven, and Fenimore. And the 1-0 pitch finds the outer third of the strike zone for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jack White. Runners at the corners for River Ridge, and the Wolves have a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. And the 1-1 pitch is inside for ball two. Delish, all you need in life is love and ice cream. Their wide selection of flavors means something for everyone at Delish, across from the post office in Bloomington. 2-1 pitch swung on and missed for strike two. Had the right location to Jack White. Just swung ahead of it a little bit. Count goes to 2-2. 2 on and 1 out in the top of the first inning. River Ridge 1, Potosi Cassville 0. Aaron Bedward in the on-deck circle for the Wolves. And Hernandez is going to take off for second base, and Vogelsberg not going to make the throw. An uncontested steal for Alan Hernandez, so 2 runners in scoring position for Jack White. The 2-2. Grounded, and Frederick able to make the stop. The throw to first is offline. The runner's safe. Blake Reynolds scores. River Ridge 2, Potosi Cassville nothing, with runners at first and second. Three straight singles for River Ridge, and the Wolves are up 2-0 at a mound conference for Potosi Cassville. Aaron Bedward at the plate. Today's game sponsored by Southwest Health with over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Aaron Bedward at the plate. The runners at first and second, and chops this one over to the third base side. Throw to second for the force out. Throw to first, not in time. So Aaron Bedward grounds into a fielder's choice. Goes down 6-4. 2 away in the top of the first inning, but runners at the corners once again for River Ridge. Alan Hernandez at third. Aaron Bedward at first. Brandon Davis comes up to the plate for the Wolves. 277 batting average of 646 OPS. Vogelsberg deals. That pitch is high for ball 1. Lely Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist Jordan Wilson at Lely Center Monroe. The 1-0 to Davis. Davis hits this one over to Frederick at short, and he'll tag second base unassisted to end the inning. River Ridge scores 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on base. We head to the bottom of the first inning. River Ridge 2, Potosi Cassville nothing. PC up to bat next on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 2.
Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
The Cubs are always on at the other side in East Dubuque. Meet your friends and enjoy delicious food, cold drinks, and the chance to win cash during every game. Plus, every time the Cubbies knock one out of the park, you have a shot at winning even more money. Watch the game and relax with some wings, pizza, burgers, and more. Follow the other side on Facebook for more specials and updates. Bleed Cubby Blue and win green at the other side in East Dubuque. Must be present to win cash.
In Game 2.
River Ridge 2, Potosi Cassville nothing through half an inning on our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Alex Frederick, Damian Bauer, and Colton Vogelsberg will lead things off for PC in the bottom of the first inning. River Ridge scoring 2 runs on 3 hits with 1 error, and they left 2 on base. Our game today sponsored by Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team. Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Alex Frederick steps into the box. Cale Koenig deals the first pitch, and Frederick swings and misses at strike 1. Cale Koenig on the season has pitched 34 2/3 innings, and that pitch way outside, out of the reach of Brandon Davis. Count as 1 ball, 1 strike. Koenig has a 4-4 record, 33 walks, 58 strikeouts, and ERA of 3.63, and this one lifted into right field, And diving to make the play was Bedward, but it's out of his reach. The ball rolls out to the fence in the outfield. Throw back in, and this might be a Little League home run. The throw home, and he's safe. Alex Frederick with an in-the-park home run to put Potosi Cassville on the board. Bedward sacrificed the body in right field. Diving for it down the right field line, unable to reach it. Ball bounced to the fence, and Frederick with the wheels to get all the way home. River Ridge 2, Potosi Cassville 1. Brings up Damian Bauer, the catcher for PC. And that pitch is high and out of the reach of Brandon Davis. 1 ball, no strikes. Midwest Motorsports, visit their showroom in Kieler for parts, service, and your next ride. See their inventory at MidwestMotorsportsOnline.com. Midwest Motorsports in Kieler. Bauer makes solid contact over to short. Reynolds with the play, throw to first to Jack White is in time for the out. One away. River Ridge 2, Potosi Cassville 1. Colton Vogelsberg coming up to the plate. Pitcher-on-pitcher matchup. First pitch is inside for ball 1. Colton Vogelsberg, a .380 batting average, a .925 OPS. And that pitch finds the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one misses upstairs. One out, nobody on in the bottom of the first inning. Vogelsberg follows this one over the backstop. Potosi Cassville's home run, or only run coming on a home run by Alex Frederick on the second pitch of the game. And that misses inside. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. In the bottom of the first, a 2-1 score, River Ridge in front. And this one lifted down the right field line, and that will find the turf in foul territory. We'll do it again. Game today sponsored by Ellen Equipment. Call Trevor Ellen at Ellen Equipment in Potosi for buying or selling any and all egg implements. Ellen Equipment in Potosi. Payoff pitch. Misses downstairs for ball 4. Colton Vogelsberg is walked. 1 on, 1 out in the bottom of the first. And there will be a courtesy runner for Potosi Cassville. It'll be Amesley Tasker running the bases. He's got 2 stolen bases on the campaign this season. Brings up Ben Infield to the plate. Ben Infield, a .333 batting average and .858 OPS. Koenig deals. That went in there for a strike. Koenig checking Tasker at first. Deals a pitch, and Infield pops this one up. Goes over the backstop and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes to Ben Infield. Reed Weber in the on-deck circle for Potosi Cassville. Wind starting to blow from the outfield in. Should help the pitchers out. And that's a called strike 3. Got him looking. First strikeout for Cale Koenig. 2 away. Reed Weber at the plate. Looks at the first pitch. It's inside for ball 1. Reed Weber, a .409 batting average and OPS of 1.170. And follows this one to the backstop. Makes the count 1-1 strike. Game sponsored by Okies Market in Cassville. Check out Okies, your local Surefine food center, where they'll carry out your groceries too. Okies Market in Cassville. And this will be just tap foul to make the count 1-2. 1 on 2 out, bottom of the first inning. River Ridge 2, Potosi Cassville 1. Reed Weber at the plate, River Star in the on-deck circle. Koenig checking Tasker at first base. The 1-2. This one popped up sky high. And Reynolds coming up from the shortstop position. He will close the glove on it to end the inning. And in the park, home run puts Potosi Cassville on the board. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. And 1 left on base. We are through 1 inning in Potosi. River Ridge 2, Potosi Cassville 1, WIAA Division 4 Regional Final on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 3.
Your health deserves care that's compassionate, personalized, and close to home. At Grant Regional Community Clinic, we're proud to welcome Deanna Cooley, family nurse practitioner. With a background in women's health and prenatal care, she provides care you can trust, from annual exams and preventive care to pregnancy, postpartum, and beyond. Deanna is here to listen, support, and help you feel your best every step of the way. Learn more at grantregional.com or call 608-723-2131 to schedule your appointment today. Grant Regional Community Clinic. Better health starts here.
In Southwest Wisconsin, when a 911 call comes in, it's local volunteers who show up, neighbors helping neighbors. But across rural communities, there simply aren't enough EMTs to meet the growing need. This fall, Southwest Tech is offering EMT1, EMT2, and AEMT training closer to home, with classes available in Cobb, Dickeyville, Lone Rock, Lancaster, Dodgeville, and Fenimore. Courses begin in August with flexible online learning and hands-on evening training designed for busy adults and volunteers. Visit swtc.edu/EMT.
In Game 3.
Draven Morris, Cam Reynolds, and Noah Copsey will lead things off for River Ridge in the top of the second inning. It's River Ridge 2, Potosi Cassville 1 in our Division 4 Regional Final on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. The 1-0 pitch finds a strike zone to make the count 1-1 strike. Draven Morris batting in place of the second baseman, Reese Drew. The 1-1 pitch misses outside for ball 2. And Morris lifts this one over to short. Frederick able to run it down and close the glove on it for the first out of the inning. Brings up Cam Reynolds, the right fielder, wears number 3, batting .286 on the season, a .698 OPS. Vogelsberg with the delivery. Swung on a miss for strike 1. Game today brought to you by 1906 Cocktail and Wine Bar in Platteville, Pilling Electric Service and PE Pump Service in Montfort. And Cam Reynolds lands on his backside, ducking away from that pitch to make the count 1-1 strike. Edward Jones Rees Wealth Management in Platteville, Arter Brothers Creamery in Boscobel, and Fritz's Burner Service in Darlington. The 1-1 pitch breaks outside to make the count 2-1 strike. Reynolds looks at that one outside for ball 3. Also brought to you by Garthwaite Real Estate, New Home Construction, McKeon Landscaping Services in Blanchardville, and Saunders Oil Company of Warren, Illinois. The 3-1 fouled off down the right field line. Runs the count full, 3-2. Bender Outdoors on the square in Lancaster, Clear Reflections Window Cleaning Service of Platteville, and Iverson Construction of Kieler. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on in the top of the second. River Ridge 2, Potosi Cassville 1. Cam Reynolds looks at that pitch, and that's going to be a called strike 3. First strikeout for Vogelsberg. 2 away. And now Noah Copsey back to the plate, grounded out 6-3 on the first pitch of the game. Cassville looks at the first pitch, and the umpire calls it a strike. Also brought to you by Veterinary Associates of Hazel Green and Galena by Lyle Financial Group in Platteville. Cassville makes solid contact, but a great stop at third base by infield, and the throw to first bounces away. And Cassville will hold up at first base. We'll call that an error. Call that an error on the third baseman infield as ball was low and skipped in the dirt. Extends the inning for River Ridge. Copsey at first base. And Cale Koenig, he reached on an error in his last at bat back in inning number 1. Koenig leading the team in batting average coming into this game, looking to deliver. And the first pitch misses away for ball 1. Game sponsored by Haviland Heating and Cooling of Cuba City. Vogelsberg deals. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Koenig tried to chase that breaking ball outside. Century 21 affiliated in Boscobel. See Bobby Joe, Hans Allison, and Richard Frawley Real Estate needs. Century 21 in Boscobel. The 1-1. That one away for ball 2. One on and 2 out in the top of the second inning. River Ridge 2, Potosi Cassville 1. This one lifted into center field. Logan Roush looking to chase it down, and he will close the glove on it to end the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. We are through an inning and a half in Potosi. It's River Ridge 2, Potosi Cassville 1. More from Potosi after this on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 4.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, my name is Kaylee Bedka, and I'm a cast member of She Kills Monsters at the Bell Tower Theater. Join our adventure into the world of Dungeons and Dragons, with homicidal fairies, nasty ogres, and brave geeks. This heart-pounding journey is a homage to 90s pop culture. Featuring area high school students, She Kills Monsters Young Adventure Edition runs from June 12th to June 21st. Tickets are just $15, so call 563-588-3377 or visit belltowertheater.net. Thanks to the Iowa Art Council and Tyson's for their support.
In Game 4.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. River Sar, Logan Roush, and Lane Schaefer will lead things off for Potosi Cassville in the bottom of the second. And the first pitch to River Sar is upstairs for ball 1. River Sar batting on the season of .442 batting average, an OPS of 1.021, and fouls this pitch back to make the count 1-1. Anytime Roofing, visit AnytimeRoofingWI.com to see how Anytime Roofing can help you with your next roofing or siding project. The 1-1. That one clips the outer third of the strike zone for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the leadoff batter in the second inning, River Sar, the starting second baseman for Potosi Cassville. And this one lifted, and Reynolds making the jumping catch at short for the first out. River Sar lines out to short, brings up Logan Roush, the starting center fielder. .279 batting average, a .719 OPS. Lefty batter steps into the box. First pitch from Koenig is low for ball 1. The Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville offers a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby at the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory of Platteville. The 1-0. And that one missed outside for ball 2. West End Salvage of Lancaster, see Junkyard Joe Cranston, the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction. Demolition Waste 2, West End Salvage of Lancaster. The 2-0 pitch. That one finds the strike zone in the lower third. 2 balls, 1 strike to Logan Roush. 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the second. River Ridge 2, Potosi Cassville 1. That one sails high for ball 3. Koenig in danger of issuing his second walk of the game. The 3-2 swung on and missed. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Logan Roush at the plate. Lane Schaefer in the on-deck circle. The payoff from Koenig. Fouled over the backstop. That one a rocket. Count stays at 3-2. Brought to you by Russell Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. Also by Northland Buildings. The 3-2. Foul back. Logan Roush protecting the plate. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist suppose that Brian's gets the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. And Roush lifts this one to shallow right field, and that drops for a base hit. If that one where the outfielders weren't, down the right field line, and a bloop single puts a runner on for Potosi Cassville. Logan Roush is aboard. Lane Schaefer coming up to the plate. Lane Schaefer, a 186 batting average, an OPS of 533. Getting a quick check at first. Delivers the first pitch. And that one's in there for a called strike. Breckler Insurance Group. For all your insurance needs, see Steve Landusky at Breckler Insurance in Fenimore. Breckler Insurance serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. The 0-1 swung on a miss for strike 2. Lane Schaefer at the plate. Logan Roush at first base for Potosi Cassville. River Ridge with a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the second inning. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Second strikeout for Cale Koenig. Brings up the number 9 hitter in the order, Chris Vels. Plays right field, wears number 24. The righty batter batting 200 on the campaign and makes contact and lifts this one foul down the right field line. CJ ATM Service, see Chuck Schneering for all your business and large-scale event ATM needs. Find CJ ATM Service on Facebook to learn more. CJ ATM Service of Platteville. The 1 pitch to Vels, misses outside for ball 1. If Vels reaches base, we'll go back to the top of the order with Alex Frederick. Alex Frederick had the in-the-park home run to lead things off for Potosi Cassville in the first inning. And the 1-1 pitch just misses the strike zone high and up for ball 2. Two-one, solid contact made into right field, and Aaron Bedward with the wheels to close the glove on it to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We are through 2 innings in Potosi. It's River Ridge 2, Potosi Cassville 1. The Wolves out to bat next on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
Tricor Insurance works with leading insurance carriers like Auto Owners Insurance to provide honest and reliable service when you need it most.
For one, I want them to know that they're not alone. They know that no matter what happens when it comes up, that they can count on us to assist them through that process, whatever it may be.
Tricor and Auto Owners Insurance for your home, auto, and more. Visit TricorInsurance.com to find an agent near you.
In Game 5.
We go to the third inning. River Ridge 2, Potosi Cassville 1 in our WIAA Division 4 regional final on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Blake Reynolds, Alan Hernandez, and Jack White will lead things off for River Ridge in the top half of the third inning. And the first pitch inside as Reynolds has to turn away from it. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. WCC Brands Custom Apparel and Kieler at WCC-brands.com and Colakers Golf and Grill in Cuba City and at ColakersGolfandGrill.com. The 1-0 pitch misses outside for ball 2. Also sponsored by Applied Micro, your computer or networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and AppliedMicro.biz. 2-0 pitch finds the outer third of the strike zone for strike 1. Blake Reynolds is 1 for 1, had a single back in the first inning. The first of 3 straight singles at the River Ridge hitters and fouls this one over the backstop. Runs the count to 2-2. Herm's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Herm's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Herm's for the perfect theme for your next project. Herm's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Two balls, 2 strikes to Blake Reynolds. Two-two pitch. Misses upstairs for ball 3. Count is full, 3-2. Blake Reynolds pitched 7 innings last night in the win against Ithaca. 6 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. And this one popped up and finds its way to the turf. And Frederick can't field it cleanly. That'll be an infield single for Blake Reynolds. Blake Reynolds is aboard. 1 on, nobody out. In the top of the third, River Ridge 2, Potosi Cassville 1 brings up Alan Hernandez, who also had a single back in inning number 1. Today's game sponsored by Medical Associates Clinic, your trusted tri-state healthcare leader serving the Cuba City, Lancaster, and Platteville communities. Vogelsberg fakes the throw on the pickoff attempt to hold Reynolds at first. Hernandez rips this one down the left field line, and that will be caught by Reed Weber for the first out. Alan Hernandez flies out to left field, 1 away. Blake Reynolds still at first base. Jack White, 1 for 1, had a single back in the first inning. Checked his swing. Umpire says he went through, or the ball found the strike zone, I should say. Count is 0-1. Our audio stream powered by Cunis Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram of Platteville. The Cunis Service Department cares for all makes and models and is open Monday through Saturday. Head to Cunis in Platteville. And solid contact made. That one will find its way to the turf. The force out at second, but the throw to first is offline. So a fielder's choice results in the second out. Jack White, the runner at first. Aaron Bedward at the plate. Bedward was retired 6-4. And a fielder's choice back in the first inning. Makes contact here, and Frederick there to make the play. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, and 1 left on base. We are through 2.5 innings in Potosi. It's River Ridge 2, Potosi Cassville 1. Potosi Cassville out to bat next on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 6.
Contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
Tri-state thunderstorms with their winds, rain, and hail can cause roof and siding damage you may not even see. Bel Air Home Restorations is a local, family-owned company that's been serving the Tri-State since 1955. They can repair or replace that damage, and they'll even deal with your insurance company. They'll get you done quickly. Call Bel Air Home Restorations today for an appointment at 608-348-2381 or check out BelAirHomeRestoration.com and follow them on Facebook.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpvl.com.
In Game 6.
Back to the top of the order for Potosi, Cassville. Alex Frederick, Damian Bauer, and Colton Vogelsberg leading things off for PC in the bottom of the third inning. It's River Ridge 2, Potosi, Cassville 1 in our Division 4 regional final on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Alex Frederick looking at the first pitch. It's upstairs for ball one. Alex Frederick had the in-the-park home run to lead things off for Potosi, Cassville. And this one fouled back to the backstop to make the count 1-1 strike. Cale Koenig on the mound for River Ridge. 2 innings of work. Has allowed 2 hits, 1 earned run. 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. The 1-1 pitch misses the strike zone to make the count 2-1. Koenig with the 2-1 delivery, chopped over to short. Reynolds makes the play, throws to first. Jack White had to lunge for it, but he's able to get the out. Alex Frederick retired 6-3, 1 away. Brings up Damian Bauer. He grounded out 6-3 in his last at-bat in the first inning. Rosemeyer Wealth Management will design a plan specific to your retirement goals. The experts at Rosemeyer Management will answer all your questions, even if you don't know what questions to ask. And this one off the helmet of Damian Bauer. He's hit by a pitch. Hit his helmet and nearly went over the backstop. So Damian Bauer, standing at first base, Colton Vogelsberg comes up to the plate. Vogelsberg was walked in his last appearance back in the first inning. Pitch number 44 of the game coming up for Cale Koenig. Koenig checks the runner at first, and this one lifted. Center field, and sliding to make the catch. But falling out of the glove was Copsey. Throw back to the infield. Bauer holds up at third, so runners at second and third for Potosi Cassville. I thought Copsey had the ball caught. It looked like it fell out of his glove as he was sliding on his knees in the outfield. So 2 on and 1 out. And Ainsley Tasker will be the courtesy runner again for Vogelsberg at second base. Ben infield 0 for 1. Struck out looking in his last at-bat. Looking to come through with runners in scoring position. And this one ricocheted off the helmet of Brandon Davis. Count is 0-1 on the foul tip. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Ginger and the gang a call. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. River Ridge with a 2-1 lead, but Potosi Cassville was runners in scoring position. And the 0-1 pitch finds the outer third of the strike zone. Count is no balls, 2 strikes. To Ben infield. And infield rips this one into left field. And that will be caught by Cam Reynolds. Throw back to the infield, and Potosi Cassville will score on the sacrifice fly. Damian Bauer slides home safely, and we are tied at 2. River Ridge 2, Potosi Cassville 2 in the bottom of the third. Ainsley Tasker still at second base. But a productive out for Potosi Cassville. Reed Weber's 0 for 1. He looks at the first pitch, and it misses the strike zone for ball 1. Carver's Hubbard Flooring. For Hubbard Flooring, steer installation, and refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. Carver's Hubbard Flooring in Benton. This one hit to center field, and it's out of the glove of Copsey, and Tasker will score. An E8 puts Reed Weber at first, and Potosi Cassville takes the lead. Potosi Cassville 3, River Ridge 2. With River Sar at the plate. River Sar looks at that pitch. Home plate umpire says it's a strike. Instead of a couple outs in center field, a couple drop balls by Noah Copsey gives Potosi Cassville the lead. And this one, up the gut in the shallow center field. Copsey will stop that one. Tosses back to the infield. And another single for Potosi Cassville. Potosi Cassville 3, River Ridge 2 in the bottom of the third. Runners at first and second. Logan Roush, 1 for 1, had a single back in the second inning. Trying to keep the momentum going for PC. Falls the first one back to the backstop. Count is 0-1. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best. See Rob Krantz and the crew for full service repair on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz do it best in Fenimore. 2 on, 2 out. In the bottom of the third. Potosi Cassville 3, River Ridge 2. Canning delivers. This one fouled to the backstop. Count is no balls, 2 strikes to Logan Roush. If Logan Roush reaches base, Lane Schaefer is in the on-deck circle. The 0-2. Slow roller over to third, and it's in between the legs of Alan Hernandez. And an E5 extends the inning for Potosi Cassville. The bases are loaded. PC with a 1-run lead. And Lane Schaefer coming up to the plate, trying to make up for the strikeout that he had in inning number 2. Our game sponsored by Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, and at sloans.com. Koenig deals. Swung on a miss for strike 1. Reed Weber, the runner, at third. River Sar at second. Logan Roush at first. Lane Schaefer at the plate. Chris Vels in the on-deck circle. And the 0-1 pitch. This is the strike zone for ball 1. The 1-1 is high for ball 2. Mouse Electric, call Brad Adrian and Josh Busher. Mouse Electric, Lancaster, and Fenimore. Swung on and missed for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Lane Schaefer. Bases loaded for Potosi Cassville on a 1-run lead. 3-2 the score. Koenig deals. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Koenig gets a big strikeout, and Potosi Cassville leaves the bases loaded, but they do get 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 3 left on base. We are through 3 innings in Potosi. Potosi Cassville 3, River Ridge 2. River Ridge up to bat in the top of the 4th. After this on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 7.
Like any business, success in dairying is often determined by who you know rather than what you know. That's why it's good to know the pros at Fuller's, your Gia dealer. Fuller's is your source for the hygiene brand of products, as well as other dairy hygiene products. Make your operation more efficient and profitable and get the most out of your dairy herd by partnering with the experts at Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your local Gia dealer in Lancaster, Richland Center, and FullersMilkerCenter.com.
When it comes to your health, having the right team matters. At Medical Associates, more than 200 providers across 30 specialties work together in one connected system, making it easier for you to get the care you need. From preventative visits to specialized treatment, our team is here to guide and support you. With deep roots in the tri-state community, we're proud to be a trusted partner in your health. Medical Associates. Learn more at mahealthcare.com or call 563-584-4570.
In Game 7.
Brandon Davis, Draven Morris, and Cam Reynolds leading things off for River Ridge in the top of the fourth inning. It's Potosi Cassville 3, River Ridge 2 on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Brandon Davis looks at the first pitch, and it misses low for ball one. And Davis rips this one down the first base side, and a diving play made by Schaefer at first base. What a play for the first out. Brandon Davis grounds out to first base. One away. Brings up Draven Morris, popped out in his last at bat in the second inning. And the first pitch upstairs for ball one. People's State Bank for personal, home, business, and ag loans. Visit one of their area convenient locations. Visit peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC. That pitch finds the strike zone. Count is 1-1 strike on Draven Morris. One out, nobody on in the top of the fourth. Potosi Cassville with a 3-2 lead on River Ridge, and Morris goes opposite field, and it's out of the glove of Reed Weber in left field. And that will put Draven Morris on first with one out. Curious to see if that's going to be ruled a single or an error. Game Changer says it's an error. And he's 7. With Draven Morris on base. 1 on, 1 out. Cam Reynolds at the dish. And that one low and gets away from the catcher, and Draven Morris will steal second base uncontested on the wild pitch. Cam Reynolds is 0 for 1. Struck out looking in his last at bat. River Ridge with a runner in scoring position. Trying to tie the game. Reynolds checks the runner at second. That one misses for ball 2. Colton Vogelsberg pitching through 3 1/3 innings. Has allowed 4 hits, 2 runs. Only one of those runs were earned, and has 1 strikeout, no walks. Pickoff attempt at second, and Morris gets back in time. Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control with over 40 years of professional friendly service. 2 balls, no strikes to Cam Reynolds, the number 9 hitter in the order for River Ridge, and makes solid contact up the gut and finds its way into shallow center field. Morris is going to hold up at third, and a wild throw back to the backstop. That will move Cam Reynolds to second base. So runners at second and third for River Ridge, and we go back to the top of the order with Noah Copsey coming to the plate. Draven Morris thought about going home, but Coach Redmond telling him to hold up as the pitch or the throw from the outfield went way over the head of Damian Bauer back behind home plate. But there's 2 on and 1 out in the top of the fourth. River Ridge down by 1, but they have 2 runners in scoring position. Noah Copsey 0 for 2, swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1. SoundCloud is where you can find archived audio of our broadcast. Download the SoundCloud app and search Queen Bee Radio Sports, powered by Hearns Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Platteville. Vogelsberg checking the runners at second and third. Deals the next pitch, and Copsey swings and misses At the 0-1 pitch to make the count 0-2. Community First Bank, reading the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com. Member FDIC. The 0-2. That would just miss the strike zone to make the count 1-2. Also sponsored by First Response Excavation and Grading of Bloomington. Vogelsberg with 51 pitches so far in the game. And Copsey swings and misses at strike 3. The strike was dropped, but Damian Bauer able to apply the tag before Copsey could get to first. 2 away, with 2 runners on base for River Ridge in scoring position. Draven Morris at third, Cam Reynolds at second. Brings up Cale Koenig. Koenig is 0 for 2. And Koenig makes solid contact in the left field, and that drops for a base hit. Morris scores. Cam Reynolds rounds third. 2 runs come across for River Ridge. It's a 2-run single for Cale Koenig. River Ridge goes back in front. River Ridge 4, Potosi Cassville 3. Looks like we have a courtesy runner for River Ridge. It'll be Colton Weiss, number 17, running the bases for Koenig. Back and forth we go in Potosi. 1 on and 2 out in the top of the 4th. River Ridge just retook the lead. First pitch by Vogelsberg breaks out of the strike zone for ball 1. Claire Bake with the Ray Convenient Locations in Southwest Wisconsin. The 1-0. Outside snap throw to first. And Wiest gets back in time. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Blake Reynolds, he's 2 for 2. Pair of singles, 1 in the first and 1 in the 3rd inning. Trying to extend the inning for River Ridge and build on this 4-3 lead. Swings and misses to make the count 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Blake Reynolds. And that one's in the dirt. Weiss is going to take off for second, and he will get there safely. Colton Weiss now in scoring position. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Blake Reynolds. Alan Hernandez in the on-deck circle for River Ridge. River Ridge 4. Potosi Cassville 3. Vogelsberg deals. That one breaks out of the strike zone. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I don't care, Pub and Grub in North Andover. I don't care, is where great food, cold drinks, and great times await you. I don't care, Pub and Grub in North Andover. And this one popped up. First base side in foul territory, and it will be caught by Schaefer to end the inning. River Ridge brings 2 runs across on the 2-run single by Cale Koenig. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th. River Ridge 4, Potosi Cassville 3. PC up to bat next on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 8.
How was your break? It was great until I stopped for gas. Prices have gone up almost $1 with no end in sight. I might have to start watching how much I drive.
That's exactly why I use Upside. I never pay full price for gas with the free Upside app.
Upside?
Yes, Upside. It's the free app that gives you cash back just for buying the gas you're already buying. So even with the rising gas prices, I'll never have to limit how much I drive.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Just last year, I made over $200 with the Upside app.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app right now.
Download the free Upside app to earn cash back on the gas you're already buying. Use promo code ACTIVE for an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code ACTIVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first fill-up. That's ACTIVE.
Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
In Game 8.
First pitch to Chris Vels is a ball that broke away from the strike zone. Count is 1-0. And that went inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Chris Vels. It's Vels, Frederick, and Bauer, the 9-1 and 2 hitters due up for Potosi Cassville in the bottom of the 4th inning. River Ridge 4, Potosi Cassville 3. The 2-0 pitch. That one finds the outer third of the strike zone to make the count 2-2. Or 2-1, excuse me. We get to our shoebox scoreboard updates in just a moment. And the 2-1 pitch breaks away to make the count 3-1. And our other Queen Bee Radio family of stations. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Count is full 3-2 on Chris Vels. Fenimore leading Mineral Point in the middle of the 5th inning. Barneveld and Parkview tied, and a called strike 3 to Chris Vels, 1 away. It's the 4th strikeout for Koenig. Brings up Alex Frederick, had the in-the-park home run back in the 1st inning and then grounded out 6-3 in the 3rd. And Frederick nearly hit on an inside pitch. Count is 1-0. Galena leading Forreston 6-0 after 2.5 innings on X1071. That's in Illinois. 2-0 count now on Alex Frederick. Bottom of the 3rd inning, it's Dodgeville 3, Iowa Grant 2 on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL. The 2-0 pitch is a called strike on Alex Frederick. And Frederick lifts this one into shallow center field. Copsey able to make the play easily, 1 away. Two up, 2 down. In the bottom of the 4th, River Ridge 4, Potosi Cassville 3. Damian Bauer back at the plate. Grounded out 6-3 in the 1st inning and then was hit by a pitch in the 3rd. And this one ripped down the right field line. And that's a fair ball. Or is it? No, it looks like he's going to come back. The way Bauer rounded first base, thought that was a fair ball down the right field line. But Bauer's going to come back to the plate. Count is 0-1. The updated line score. River Ridge 4 runs on 6 hits with 2 errors. Potosi Cassville 3 runs on 4 hits with 3 errors. The 0-1 pitch misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-0 pitch misses outside for ball 2. PDC Flooring and Design, your trusted local flooring pros. Barb and Kirk look forward to serving you in PDC Flooring and Design. PDC Flooring and Design, Riverside Square in Prairie du Chien. This one hit to shallow center field, and that will drop for a base hit. Damian Bauer reaches base for the 2nd time, this time on a 2-out single. Potosi Cassville extends the inning. The tying run is at first, and we'll have a courtesy runner for PC. Kaya Kirkenbush will run the bases for Damian Bauer. Bauer gets his catcher's gear on. And his pitcher, Colton Vogelsberg, stepping up to the dish. Vogelsberg grounds this one over to third. Hernandez with the play. Throw to first in time for the out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. We are through 4 innings in Potosi. It's River Ridge 4, Potosi Cassville 3, WIAA Division 4 Regional Final on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 9.
Hi, this is Steve Schmidt, owner of the Shoebox in downtown Black Earth. We have thousands of pairs of shoes in stock, no waiting. So stop in anytime, specializing in size, selection, and fit. We will save you money. P.S. We measure both feet. Stop into the Shoebox, the largest shoe store at the north end of Black Earth.
Hey everyone, it's Grant. The Avalon Anniversary Film Series continues this summer and fall with classic movies back on the big screen. Coming soon, Ocean's 11, Citizen Kane, Gone with the Wind, It's a Wonderful Life, and many more. Enjoy a classic on the big screen, the way it was meant to be seen, and I'll see you at the Avalon Cinema.
Win seats behind home plate in Milwaukee with Queen Bee Radio. Register today at Pizzeria Uno in Platteville, Napa Auto Parts in Boscoville, Goodney's Garage in Platteville, Pink's Automotive in Lancaster, Reckler Insurance in Fenimore, the Shoebox of Black Earth, Cork Down Saloon, outside Yellowstone State Park, and Okies Market in Cassville. Catch Pizzeria Uno's and Graney Electric coverage of Milwaukee baseball on AM 1590 WPVL. Presented by Napa Auto Parts of Boscoville, Goodney's Garage in Platteville, and Pink's Automotive of Lancaster.
In game 9.
High school baseball on Dubuque Super Hits 106 is brought to you by LumberTech Columns and Langmeyer Lumber in Bloomington. LumberTech and the crew at Langmeyer Lumber are proud to back the River Ridge Timberwolves. Also sponsored by Epic Construction. See Epic Construction for industrial or commercial building projects. Epic Construction, building quality, building trust, and building a difference. And by Mentz, Benz & Dents in Potosi, offering locally sourced meats and cheeses, groceries, and other home necessities. Step in to see Jamie or Joseph, Mentz, Benz & Dents in Potosi. We go to the top of the 5th inning. It's River Ridge 4, Potosi Cassville 3 on our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Alan Hernandez, Jack White, and Aaron Bedward, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up for River Ridge, trying to add on to this 4-3 lead. Hernandez swings and misses at the first pitch that broke outside. Count is 0-1. Guthrie Trucking LLC of Bagley, always wishing the Wolves success. Guthrie Trucking LLC of Bagley. 0-1, Hernandez gets this one over to second base. And it's in and out of the glove of the second baseman, River Saar. And we'll see if that's going to be ruled a single or an error. Could have gone either way with the way that ball bounced. But Hernandez is on first for River Ridge with nobody out. It is ruled an error on River Saar. And the pitch is inside for ball 1 to Jack White. Jack White is 1 for 2, had a single in the first inning, hit into a fielder's choice in the third. Snap throw to first. Pickoff attempt unsuccessful. Hernandez gets back under the tag. The Economy Feed Mill in Bloomington, Glen Haven, and Fenimore, featuring custom blends and more for your operation. The Economy Feed Mill, Bloomington, Glen Haven, and Fenimore. The 1-0 pitch. Umpire calls it a strike. It clips the inner third. It is the 4th error committed by Potosi Cassville on this game. The 1-1. This one ripped over the backstop and out of play. Count goes to 1-2. The updated line score, River Ridge 4 runs on 6 hits with 2 errors. Potosi Cassville 3 runs on 5 hits with 4 errors. One-two pitch, chopped over to the first base side. And it will be fielded cleanly by Lane Schaefer. 1 away, and that moves Alan Hernandez to second. Fielder's choice. Delish, all you need in life is love and ice cream. Their wide selection of flavors means something for everyone at Delish across the post office in Bloomington. It's a perfect day for ice cream. 81 degrees. Picture perfect day for high school baseball. Aaron Bedward lifts this pitch foul out of play down the left field line. Aaron Bedward is 0 for 2. The 0-1. That one in there for a called strike. Count is 0-2. Aaron Bedward at the plate. Brandon Davis in the on-deck circle for River Ridge. 1 on and 1 out. River Ridge with a 4-3 lead. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pitch gets away, and the throw to first is in time for the out. So Bedward strikes out. Hernandez stays put at second, and Brandon Davis will come up to the plate. Brandon Davis is 0 for 2. Our game brought to you by Lely Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Lely Center Monroe. Davis looks at the first pitch, eye level for ball 1. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Rosberg checking Hernandez at second, and Davis pops this one up on the first base side. Running out of room was Schaefer, and he will not be able to make the play. Kind of got wedged between the fence and the River Ridge dugout on the first base side. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. We're getting sponsored by Midwest Motorsports. Visit their showroom in Kieler for parts, service, and your next ride. See their inventory at MidwestMotorsportsOnline.com. Midwest Motorsports in Kieler. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brandon Davis. 1 on and 2 out in the top of the 5th. River Ridge 4, Potosi Cassville 3. Wolfsburg deals, and that pitch misses upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike to Brandon Davis. The 2-1 breaks away from the strike zone. Count goes to 3-1. Ellen Equipment. Call Trevor Ellen at Ellen Equipment in Potosi for buying or selling any and all ag implements. Ellen Equipment in Potosi. The 3-1. Upstairs for ball 4. 2 runners on for River Ridge with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. River Ridge 4, Potosi Cassville 3. And Draven Morris 0 for 2 on the game. Popped out in the second inning. Reached on an error. Back in the 4th, that was on a fielder's choice, and that one way inside. And the home plate umpire say that one hit Morris off the knee. So a walk and then a hit by pitch loads the bases for River Ridge. Damian Bauer trying to plead his case that it didn't hit him. And now the umpires are going to have a talk on the pitcher's mound. We'll see if this is going to stand or not. And they say it did hit off his knee. So Morris is at first, Davis at second, Alan Hernandez at third for River Ridge. And a big spot for Cam Reynolds, the number 9 hitter in the order. He's 1 for 2 on the game. River Ridge with a 1-run lead, but Cam Reynolds trying to come through at a big spot. And this one popped up. And it's going to be over the backstop and out of play. Count is 0-1. Okies Market in Cassville. Check out Okies, your local Surefine food center where they'll carry out your groceries too. Okies Market in Cassville. The 0-1. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Cam Reynolds. Noah Copsey in the on-deck circle for River Ridge. If Reynolds reaches base. The 1-1 outside. Ball 2. 1906 Cocktail and Wine Bar in Platteville. Pilling Electric Service and PE Pump Service in Montfort. And Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management in Platteville. 2 balls, 1 strike to Cam Reynolds. Vogelsberg shaking off the first pitch. Shakes off the second. Gives the nod for the third. Deals the 2-1. And this one a bouncer and finds its way into shallow left field. Hernandez scores. Davis rounding third. 2 runs come in for River Ridge. A 2-run single for Cam Reynolds. Two-out hitting, huge for River Ridge in this game. River Ridge 6, Potosi Cassville 3. And Damian Bauer going to talk with his pitcher, Colton Vogelsberg. Draven Morris at second, Cam Reynolds at first. Noah Copsey coming up to the plate. Copsey's 0 for 3. Game sponsored by Arter Brothers Creamery and Basketball and Fritz's Burner Service in Darlington. And that one nearly hits Copsey inside for ball 1. River Ridge scoring 2 runs in the first inning, 2 runs in the fourth, and 2 here in the fifth. That one breaks away for ball 2. Vogelsberg now up to 81 pitches and 4 2/3 innings of work. Two-0 pitch inside, ball 3. Vogelsberg in danger of a potential walk, and there it is. Copsey reaches base. Base on balls, and the bases are loaded. For River Ridge once again, leading 6-3. And now Coach Leibfried going to call his team out to the mound. Draven Morris at third, Cam Reynolds at second, Noah Copsey at first, Koenig at the dish. And we'll see if Vogelsberg is going to stay in the game. He has 83 pitches. His pitching stat line, 4 2/3 innings of work, 7 hits, 6 runs. Only one of those runs have been earned. 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. And River Ridge's best hitter in terms of batting average coming up to the plate. Cale Koenig, the power hitter, 493 batting average, has 8 home runs on the season. 39 RBI coming into this one. And Koenig is 1 for 3. Had the 2-run single back in the 4th inning to put River Ridge in front. And that one inside for ball 1. Vogelsberg still in the game. The 1-0 pitch. Misses upstairs for ball 2. Garthwaite Real Estate and New Home Construction, McKeon Landscaping Services in Blanchardville, and Saunders Oil Company of Warren, Illinois. That one finds the strike zone, lower third for strike 1. River Ridge 6, Potosi Cassville 3. River Ridge with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. 2-1, swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kale Koenig trying to deliver for River Ridge and extend the 6-3 lead. The 2-2. That one lined over to short. Throw to third. And they're going to say the runner's out. Cam Reynolds thrown out at third. Kale Koenig grounds into a fielder's choice to end the inning. But River Ridge brings 2 runs across and extend the lead. River Ridge 6, Potosi Cassville 3. Potosi Cassville up to bat in the bottom of the 5th. After this on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 10.
This is Ben Baker, owner of Tri-State Roofing, LLC. Call us for free inspections on wind and hail damage. We do ag, home, and commercial metal applications. See our team for rubber membrane installation too. Tri-State Roofing offers several types of shingle applications, including impact-resistant shingles to guard against hail. All options are top-of-the-line products from reputable manufacturers and installed by our certified roof techs. Call Tri-State Roofing today.
When you need additional time to recover and regain your strength following a hospital stay, Grant Regional Health Center's Swing Bed program can be the help you need. Our dedicated team provides individualized skilled nursing care, physical and occupational therapy, in addition to support from respiratory, pharmacy, nutrition, and social services. Together, we can shorten the distance between healing and home. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
In game 10.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Ben Enfield, Reed Weber, and River Sar due up for Potosi Cassville in the bottom of the 5th. It's River Ridge 6, Potosi Cassville 3 on the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. The first pitch is a called ball to Ben Enfield. And the 1-0 pitch misses away for ball 2. And that one inside for ball 3. Koenig unable to find the strike zone to get things started in the 5th. And that one does find the strike zone in the outer third for strike 1. Ben Enfield 0 for 1. Struck out in the first inning and then had a sacrifice fly, and he reaches base on balls to lead things off for Potosi Cassville. One on, nobody out for Potosi Cassville. That brings up Reed Weber. Popped out in the first inning, reached on an error in the third. And the first pitch is a ball. Our game brought to you by Bender Outdoors on the Square in Lancaster and by Clear Reflections Window Cleaning Service of Platteville. And that one gets away. A wild pitch advances Ben Enfield to second base. Runner in scoring position for Potosi Cassville with nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. Potosi Cassville trailing River Ridge 6-3 in our Division IV regional final. Pitch misses low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Reed Weber. River Sar in the on-deck circle. That one right down the middle for a called strike. Game sponsored by Iverson Construction of Kieler and Veterinary Associates of Hazel Green and Galena by Lyle Financial Group in Platteville. Koenig looking for a pickoff attempt, but the base runner gets back. Ben Enfield will get back to second base. Koenig deals. This one popped up. Foul territory, third base side. And Hernandez able to track it down. Hernandez ran where the turf in the foul territory reaches the on-deck circle, kind of lost his footing for a moment, but able to field the ball cleanly. One away in the bottom of the 5th. River Ridge 6, Potosi Cassville 3. And this one lined to center field for a base hit. River Sar comes through with a hit. Infield rounding third, and he will score. A one-run single for River Sar. Cuts into the deficit for Potosi Cassville. River Ridge 6, Potosi Cassville 4. Brings up Logan Roush. Roush is 1 for 2, singled in the second inning. And a throw to second base after the 1-0 pitch. River Sar steals second base. Another runner in scoring position for Potosi Cassville. That one sails outside for ball 2. Koenig now at 87 pitches. This will be pitch number 88. And that one finds the strike zone, outer third for strike 1. Game sponsored by Haverland Heating and Cooling of Cuba City and by Century 21, affiliated in Basketball. See Bobby Joe, Hans, Allison, and Richard for all your real estate needs. Century 21 in Basketball. This one lifted into foul territory, and Hernandez trying to dive and make a basket catch, but it's out of his reach. Count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes to Logan Roush, Lane Schaefer in the on-deck circle. River Ridge 6, Potosi Cassville 4 in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 on and 1 out. River Sar, the runner at second. Koenig thought about pitching, but delays the pitch to keep River Sar at second. Now here's the 2-2. Missed outside. Count is full. 3-2. This is grounded over to second base. Throw to first in time for the out. Great reaction by Reese Drew. Logan Roush is retired on a 4-3 ground out. And River Sar advances to third. Fielder's choice. And now River Ridge going to have a mound conference as Koenig running low on pitches to go. He's got 91. And we'll see if Coach Redmond going to see if he can get through the rest of this inning. Well, they talked that over. We'll tell you that our game is brought to you by Anytime Roofing. Visit AnytimeRoofingWI.com to see how Anytime Roofing can help you with your next roofing or siding project. And Koenig kind of wincing and holding his left shoulder now. Let's keep tabs on that. River Sar, the runner at third. Lane Schaefer at the plate. Struck out in both plate appearances in the second and third innings. And trying to extend the inning for Potosi Cassville. First pitch by Koenig finds the strike zone for strike 1. Game sponsored by Northland Buildings and my Russell offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. The 0-1. This is high for ball 1. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist supports that Brian's gets the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint. And Lancaster, that one right down the middle for strike 2. Cale Koenig trying to get out of the 5th inning. Has a 1-2 count on Lane Schaefer. Here's the delivery. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Potosi Cassville brings 1 run across. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and 1 left on base. We go to the 6th inning. River Ridge 6, Potosi Cassville 4, WIAA Division 4 regional final on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 11.
There's a pill version of Ozempic. Hello, I'm Ozempic, and I'm other GLP-1s kind of like him. Hey, did I hear there's a pill version of Ozempic?
Yep, you sure did. Ask your doctor about which FDA-approved uses of the Ozempic pen or pill may be right for you. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and learn more about Ozempic semaglutide tablets 9 milligrams and Ozempic semaglutide injection 2 milligrams.
There's a pill version of Ozempic.
Progressive knows it ain't easy navigating the open plains of home insurance, but there is one man who can help tame that wild herd of options. The Home Quote Explorer.
Note, Progressive's Home Quote Explorer is not a real person, but an online tool that lets you compare home insurance.
He's the type of feller who helps you decide on the right insurance, even if it ain't with him.
Again, not a person, just an online tool that helps you find great home coverage.
A real pioneer.
Okay, fine. Just do the thing. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations.
In Game 11.
Colton Vogelsberg still on the mound for Potosi Cassville as we begin the sixth inning. It's River Ridge 6, Potosi Cassville 4 on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Tyler Dictanis with you at the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Blake Reynolds, Alan Hernandez, and Jack White lead things off for River Ridge in the top of the sixth inning, and the first pitch is grounded foul on the third base side by Blake Reynolds. Count is 0-1. Blake Reynolds 2 for 3, had a single in the first inning, a single in the third, and popped out in the fourth. The Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville offers a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby at the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory of Platteville. Vogelsberg, pitch number 90 coming up here. And that one way inside. Reynolds had to duck away from it. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. CJ ATM Service. See Chuck Schneering for all your business and large-scale event ATM needs. Find CJ ATM Service on Facebook to learn more. CJ ATM Service of Platteville. Reynolds rips this one down the left field line. It's going to be hooked foul. Count is 1-2. The updated line score, River Ridge 6 runs on 7 hits with 2 errors. Potosi Cassville 4 runs on 6 hits with 4 errors. Vogelsberg set to deal the 1-2. And this one chopped over to short. Great reaction by Frederick, and the ball skips into the dirt. Blake Reynolds reaches base safely. Again, looking to see if that's going to be considered a single or a throwing error on Alex Frederick. But a runner on for River Ridge, leading 6-4 in the top of the sixth inning. Game changer says it is an error. And the first pitch to Alan Hernandez is a strike. Alan Hernandez 1 for 3. Had a single back in the first inning. Pickoff attempt. Unsuccessful. Blake Reynolds gets back in time. Breckler Insurance Group for all your insurance needs. See Steve Landusky at Breckler Insurance in Fenimore. Breckler Insurance serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. 0-1 pitch. Finds the strike zone. Nice movement on that pitch by Vogelsberg. Count is 0-2. Jack White in the on-deck circle for River Ridge. And that pitch off speed misses outside for ball 1. WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler and at WCC-brands.com and Colakers Golf and Grill in Cuba City and at ColakersGolfandGrill.com. Alan Hernandez with a 1-2 count at the plate. Vogelsberg set to deal. That one fouled back. Great job protecting the plate by Alan Hernandez. Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and appliedmicro.biz. And by Herms's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Herms's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Herms's for the perfect paint for your next project. Herms's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Hernandez keeps the count at 1-2. Another pickoff attempt. And Reynolds gets back in time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 in there for a called strike 3. Alan Hernandez strikes out looking. One on, one out. In the top of the 6th inning, Jack White back at the plate. Jack White's 1 for 3. Makes solid contact, and that one rolls to Riversar at second base. Tosses to Frederick at second for the force out, and the throw gets away. So a double play unsuccessful, but the force out at second results in the second out of the inning. Jack White is the runner at first. Aaron Bedward at the plate. 1 on and 2 out. River Ridge 6. Potosi Cassville 4. Bedward grounds this one over to the third base side. Catching it on the hop is Ben Infield, and he's able to gun it to first in time for the out. What a play by Ben Infield. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. River Ridge 6, Potosi Cassville 4 on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 12.
Hello, Amy here from Cuba City Family Dental. Part of our dedication to excellence in the dental services we offer are same-day crowns. Instead of return visits to our office, we can diagnose and fix your tooth in 1 day at any of our 3 convenient locations. Call us when you are in need and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Celebrate summer. This is Courtney with Potosi Spa. We have the perfect service to celebrate the season. Indulge in an ultimate pampering session with our coconut lime and pineapple infused body scrub and Beyond Bliss facial. Top off this incredibly tropical experience with a deliciously refreshing strawberry or lime margarita. You don't want to miss out on this one. Schedule your appointment at 563-588-5570. Make it a spa day at Potosi Spa inside Hotel Julian Dubuque.
In Game 12.
Pitching change for River Ridge. Alan Hernandez will now be on the bump for the Wolves. That'll end Cale Koenig's day. And in 5 innings of work, Koenig allowed 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 of those runs earned, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. We'll get to Alan Hernandez pitching stats in just a moment, but Chris Vell's leading things off for Potosi Cassville in the bottom of the 6th inning, 6-4. River Ridge in front, first pitch down and away for ball 1. Alan Hernandez on the season, 25 and a third innings pitch, has a 1-1 record, and the 1-0 pitch is in the dirt for ball 2. 21 walks, 25 strikeouts, an ERA of 4.14, and a whip of 1.62. The updated line score, River Ridge 6 runs on 7 hits with 2 errors. Potosi Cassville 4 runs on 6 hits with 5 errors. And the 2-0 pitch breaks away from the strike zone to make the count 3-0. Alan Hernandez trying to find the strike zone. Community First Bank, freeing the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. SeeItBank.com. Member FDIC. The 3-0. That one a called strike, just clipping the lower third. First Response Excavation and Grading of Bloomington and by Clearbank with 3 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin. 3-1 count to Chris Vels. And Vels, defensive swing, protecting the plate. Fouls it off, makes the count 3-2. I don't care, Pub and Grub in North Andover. I don't care is where great food, cold drinks, and great times await you. I don't care, Pub and Grub in North Andover. The payoff pitch. This will be grounded over to short. Blake Reynolds with the play. Throw to first is in and out of the glove of Jack White. So a fielding error puts Chris Vels on base. And the tying run comes to the plate for Potosi Cassville, and Alex Frederick had a Little League home run to lead things off for Potosi Cassville back in the first inning. He's 1 for 3 on the game. Hernandez checking the runner at first. Frederick shows bunt, pulls the bat back. Ball finds the dirt for ball 1. Ment's Benson Dents in Potosi, offering locally sourced meats, cheeses, and groceries, and other home necessities. Stop in and see Jamie or Joseph at Ment's Benson Dents in Potosi. Frederick looks away at the second pitch to make the count 2 balls, no strikes. Hernandez checking Vels at first. And the 2-0 pitch clips the outer third of the strike zone for strike 1. And Alex Frederick fouls this one to the backstop to make the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Game sponsored by Lumber Tech, Collins and Langmeyer Lumber in Bloomington. Lumber Tech and the crew at Langmeyer Lumber are proud to back the River Ridge Timberwolves. 2-2 count. Alex Frederick chops this one over to short, and it's off the shoulder of Blake Reynolds. And Alex Frederick is aboard. Potosi Cassville down by 2, but 2 runners on with nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. And now a mound conference for Coach Redmond and the River Ridge Timberwolves. Trying to hang on for their first ever regional championship. In the bottom of the 6th inning, River Ridge 6, Potosi Cassville 4. While we have a stoppage, we'll tell you that our game is sponsored by Epic Construction. See Epic Construction for industrial or commercial building projects. Epic Construction, building quality, building trust, and building a difference. Guthrie Trucking LLC of Bagley, always wishing the Wolves success. Guthrie Trucking LLC of Bagley. Economy Feed Mill of Bloomington, Glen Haven, and Fenimore, featuring custom blends and more for your operation. Economy Feed Mill in Bloomington and Glen Haven and Fenimore. Chris Vels the runner at second. Alex Frederick at first. Damian Bauer coming up to the plate for Potosi Cassville. River Ridge 6, Potosi Cassville 4 on our Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Damian Bauer is 1 for 2. Hernandez deals, and that one gets away. But a great reflex by Brandon Davis behind the plate to make sure the ball didn't get behind him and advance the runners. Count as 1-0. One-0 pitch in the dirt for ball 2. And Alan Hernandez having a hard time finding the strike zone since taking over for Cale Koenig. And time called. Hernandez gives the nod. The 2-0 pitch. That one misses the strike zone inside, barely. Count goes to 3-0. And Alan Hernandez in danger of loading the bases with nobody out. That one's inside for ball 4. So River Ridge loads the bases. Potosi Cassville trailing by 2, but 3 runners in scoring position. And Colton Vogelsberg coming up to the dish. Vogelsberg 1 for 2 at the plate. Vogelsberg looks at that one eye level for ball 1. Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists who can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more with their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. And that pitch, a called strike. 1-1 strike to Colton Vogelsberg. Been infield in the on-deck circle. Vell's the runner at third, Frederick at second, Bauer at first. And that one a called strike, clipping the outer third. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Colton Vogelsberg. Alan Hernandez with the nod. The 1-2. Solid contact made, and it's through the glove of Reese Drew into right field. 1 run comes in. Alex Frederick hustling home, and Potosi Cassville ties it in the bottom of the 6th. A 2-run single by Vogelsberg ties it up. Potosi Cassville 6, River Ridge 6, and Coach Andrew Redmond can talk with his infielders once again. And we'll see if we're going to have a pitching change or if things are just going to stay put. And we will have a pitching change. It'll be Jack White on the mound. Jack White on the season has pitched 22 2/3 innings, has an 0-2 record, 13 walks, 14 strikeouts, an ERA of 5.87, and a whip of 1.99. And for Alan Hernandez, in his time on the mound, through 19 pitches, didn't record an out, allowed 1 hit, 2 runs, and had 1 walk, no strikeouts. And we'll set up the River Ridge defensive alignment once things are updated. While Jack White warms up, I'll tell you that our game is brought to you by Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Laley Center Monroe. By Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Our Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest and Illinois. Galena with a 10-5 lead on Forreston on X1071. Fenimore and Mineral Point going to extra innings on 97.7 Country. And the first pitch by Jack White misses downstairs for ball 1. Potosi Cassville 6, River Ridge 6, runners at first and third. Runner takes off. Amesley Tasker able to reach second base uncontested as the ball gets away from Davis. Two on, nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. 2 runners in scoring position. Jack White throws the pitch. This one hit to deep center field, and that drops for a base hit. 1 run comes in. Tasker holds up at third, and Potosi Cassville takes the lead. Potosi Cassville 7, River Ridge 6. Kaya Kirkenbush scoring from third base. Benenfield comes through on a run single. 3 runs coming across. And Brandon Davis with a no throw and another stolen base for Potosi Cassville. A 1-0 pitch misses the strike zone to make the count 2-0. Potosi Cassville scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th to take the lead. That one in there for a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Amesley Tasker at third. Ben Infield, the runner at second. This one chopped over to the third base side. Hernandez able to block it with his shoulder, throws it to first in time for the out, but Tasker able to score from third. A fielder's choice and an RBI for Reed Weber brings 1 run in. And that's the first out of the inning. Brings up River Sar to the dish. Sar looks at the first pitch. It's low for ball 1. River Sar 2 for 3. 1-0 pitch inside for ball 2. River Sar had a single in the 3rd inning and then had the 1-run single in the 5th. 2-0, swung on and missed for strike 1. Tried to chase that one outside. Midwest Motorsports, visit their showroom in Kieler for parts, service, and your next ride. See their inventory at MidwestMotorsportsOnline.com. Midwest Motorsports in Kieler. This one popped up. And Jack White comes off the pitcher's mound, calls everyone off, and gets the pop out for the second out of the inning. Potosi Cassville 8, River Ridge 6. Potosi Cassville scoring 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. One on and 2 out. Here's the pitch. That one gets away from Davis. And that will advance the runner to third. I believe it's Reed Weber at third base. And Logan Roush hits this one into shallow left field. That drops for a base hit. But infield scores from third, and it's a 1-run single for River Sar. Potosi Cassville 9, River Ridge 6. Potosi Cassville with a 5 spot in the bottom of the 6th inning. This one chopped back to Jack White. He'll throw to first in time for the out. But Potosi Cassville, 5 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. Last chance for River Ridge. Potosi Cassville 9, River Ridge 6 in our WIAA Division 4 regional final on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 13.
Contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
TriStar Mulch has top quality products for your landscape storage and hunting needs. Come to TriStar Mulch for our wide variety of mulches, gravel, washed gravel, and decorative rock. We'll help you load yours or deliver with friendly professional service. Visit TriStar for hunting blinds and storage sheds too. TriStar Mulch in Cobb and Platteville. Open Monday through Saturday and at tri-starmulch.com.
Streaming on this Queen Bee radio station is powered by Cunis, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Platteville. The Cunis Service Department cares for all makes and models. Open Monday through Saturday with shuttles and loaner vehicles available too. Head to Cunis in Platteville.
In Game 13.
Top of the 7th inning. Potosi Cassville 9, River Ridge 6 in our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Alex Frederick will attempt to close out the game for Potosi Cassville. Has pitched 20 2/3 innings on the season, has a 2-2 record with 2 saves on his stat line. 11 walks, 23 strikeouts, a 6.10 ERA, and a whip of 1.69. Potosi Cassville scoring 5 runs in the bottom of the 6th to take a 9-6 lead into the top of the 7th. Brandon Davis, Draven Morris, and Cam Reynolds are due up for River Ridge. Our game sponsored by Community First Bank. Free in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. And by First Response Excavation and Grading of Bloomington. Davis stands in. He's 0 for 2 on the game. Alex Frederick set to deal out his first pitch. That one right down the middle for strike one. The final pitching line for Vogelsberg, 6 innings of work, allowed 7 hits, 6 runs. Only one of those runs were earned. 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. Brandon Davis looks at the 0-1 pitch. It's downstairs for ball 1. The 1-1 pitch, that one way inside. Davis has to back away from it. Count is 2-1. Clearbank with 3 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin. After the game, we'll have the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show as the 2-1 pitch misses outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to Brandon Davis. Top of the 7th. That's ball 4. Brandon Davis has walked. And River Ridge has the tying run on deck. Draven Morris, 0 for 2 on the game. Popped out in the second inning. He's hit by a pitch in the 5th. Makes solid contact into the left center field gap, and that drops for a base hit. Davis rounding second, going for third, slides in, and he is going to be safe. Runners at the corners for River Ridge. And the tying run comes to the plate for the Wolves. Cam Reynolds had a big hit in his last at-bat, had the 2-run single in the 5th. Cam Reynolds 2 for 3 on the game. Looks at the first pitch. Out. Or thought it was going to be a call ball, but the umpire with a late strike call counted as 0-1. Again, after the game, Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show, Herbst' Ace Hardware MVP, Tricor Turning Point, and the West End Salvage Scrapper of the game. The 0-1. In there for a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Cam Reynolds. Brandon Davis, the runner at third. Draven Morris, the runner at first. 2 on, nobody out in the top of the 7th. Potosi Cassville trying to hold on to the 9-6 lead and bring home another regional championship. That one sails high for ball 1. Our great regional health center and People State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Tyler Dictanis with you with the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. The 1-2 in the dirt. Count goes to 2-2. Great stop behind the plate by Damian Bauer. Alex Frederick taking his time, collecting himself. Set to deal the 2-2 to Cam Reynolds, and we'll go back to the top of the order with Noah Copsey. The 2-2 in the dirt outside for ball 3. Count goes full. River Ridge last night scored 8 runs in the 6th inning to knock off the 4-seed Ithaca. Looking for some late inning magic here. Down by 3. 2 on, nobody out. And this one ripped down the left field side for a base hit. Davis will score from third. It's a 1-run single for Cam Reynolds. Cam Reynolds 3 for 4 on the game. The number 9 hitter in the order, helping keep River Ridge in it. Runners at first and second. The tying run at first, the go-ahead run at the plate, represented by Noah Copsey. And Copsey looks at the first pitch. Umpire calls it a strike as the ball clips the outer third of the strike zone. And Damian Bauer going to chat with Alex Frederick in front of the pitcher's mound. Damian Bauer coming back behind the plate and will resume play. Draven Morris, the runner at second. Cam Reynolds, the runner at first. Noah Copsey at the plate. Cale Koenig in the on-deck circle for River Ridge. Potosi Cassville 9, River Ridge 7 in the top of the 7th inning. And Copsey chops this one over to short. A tag at second base, and the throw gets away from the glove of the first baseman Vogelsberg. So it will be a force out at second. And runners at the corners for River Ridge with one out. And now Cale Koenig coming up to the plate. Koenig is 1 for 4. Looks at the first pitch, and it's going to be a called strike. Cale Koenig had a 2-run single back in the 4th inning, looking to come through once again. Check swing, did he go? And they're going to say he got it back in time, count as 1-1. River Ridge scoring 1 run in the top of the 7th, still down by 2, but they have 2 runners on base with 1 out. And this one popped up, first base side. Vogelsberg lost his footing for a moment, and he will catch the pop out in foul territory for the 2nd out. The Wolves are down to their last out, and Blake Reynolds will try and keep the River Ridge season alive. Blake Reynolds, a single in the 1st, a single in the 3rd, popped out in the 4th, reached on an error in the 6th. He's had a productive day at the plate. But Alex Frederick looking to slam the door shut and send Potosi Cassville to the sectionals. And this one chopped foul on the third base side, count as 0-1. Potosi Cassville won the first 2 matchups between these 2 teams in the regular season. Potosi Cassville had a 2-0 win in Patch Grove on April 21st, and then got an 11-7 win on May 14th. No balls, 1 strike to Blake Reynolds. Alan Hernandez is on deck if he reaches base. The 0-1, solid contact, straightaway center field, and it's going to be a pop-out, and Potosi Cassville wins another regional championship. Potosi Cassville going back to the sectional round for the first time since 2023, and they defeat River Ridge for the 3rd time this season, 9-7, your final for Roncating Field in Potosi. The final line score, Potosi Cassville 9 runs on 9 hits with 5 errors. River Ridge 7 runs on 9 hits with 5 errors. Potosi Cassville awaiting the winner of Seneca and DeSoto. They will play in Patch Grove on Tuesday. And the River Ridge players playing their final game in a River Ridge uniform. Number 10, Brandon Davis, and number 13, Reese Drew. Potosi Cassville defeats River Ridge 9-7 in our Division IV regional final.
We would like to congratulate Coach Redmond and the River Ridge Timberwolves on an outstanding game and season. Now, with Coach Lightfried of Potosi Cassville, please come forward to accept your team's WIAA Division IV Baseball Regional Championship plaque.
Alex Frederick and teammates coming up to get the plaque from Athletic Director Mark Siegert. Alex Frederick hoists it high, and it's party time in Potosi. Potosi Cassville, your regional champions over River Ridge, 9-7. Coming up next, the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show will pick out the Herbst's Ace Hardware MVP, the Tri-Core Turning Point and West End Salvage Scrapper of the game, and hopefully catch up with some players or two Our postgame show coming up next on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 14.
Hey students, start your financial journey the right way with People's State Bank. Get $100 for opening a People's checking account. This account includes free debit card, online and mobile banking, ATM fee rebates, and much more at no cost to you. Visit one of their branches to get your account set up and mention this ad to get this offer. The $100 bonus will be deposited into the account within 7 business days after the account has been active for 3 months. To be considered active, the account must have a minimum of 10 transactions that post and settle within the first 3 months of the account opening date. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at CareysGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
In game 14.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Potosi Cassville the winner over River Ridge in our Division 4 regional final, 9-7. The final line score, Potosi Cassville 9 runs on 9 hits with 5 errors. River Ridge 7 runs on 9 hits with 5 errors. Picture time at home plate for the regional champion, Potosi Cassville. And we'll see if we can catch up with Coach Livefried and a couple players as well as part of our Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show coming up next on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-match 1.
It's time for the Tri-State Roofing postgame show. This is Ben Baker, owner of Tri-State Roofing LLC. Call us for free inspections on wind and hail damage. We do ag, home, and commercial metal applications. See our team for rubber membrane installation too. Tri-State Roofing offers several types of shingle applications, including impact-resistant shingles to guard against hail. All options are top-of-the-line products from reputable manufacturers and installed by our certified roof techs. Call Tri-State Roofing today.
The Gifted Hands Thrift Store in Galena offers low-cost clothing and household goods to the public. Shop local and support individuals with disabilities served by the Galena Workshop. The thrift store provides paying jobs to many individuals and is a stepping stone for some to get a job in the community. Donated items are accepted at the workshop on Southwest Street in Galena, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m., except holidays. Gifted Hands Thrift Store at the Galena Workshop is open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays 9 till 1.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that. Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Post-match 1.
It is officially party time in Potosi. Potosi Cassville, your winner over the River Ridge Terry Division 4 regional final on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our game brought to you by Healing Arts and Wellness Center. Contact Healing Arts and Wellness Center to help keep your athletes in the game and functioning at peak performance. Healing Arts and Wellness Center, Lizard Street in Prairie du Chien, and we are joined by a bunch of victorious Potosi Cassville players in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Coach Livefried, we'll start off with you first. Coach, congratulations on the win. What does it mean getting a big win against a conference rival to punch your ticket to the sectional round?
Well, thanks for covering us here tonight. Winning this game, we beat them twice in the regular season, and so you always know that third game is going to be tough. And Cal Koenig did a heck of a job pitching today. Credit to their hitters. They hit the ball as well, and they put themselves in it made us battle a lot. So couldn't be more proud of our 4 seniors here that stepped up and did their job all year long. It's been a blast.
Yep, and let's talk about the matchup because, this is the third time you've seen River Ridge, and this is kind of a contrast compared to the first 2 games. Obviously, a pitcher's duel in the first game, kind of more of a shootout track meet in the second game. This one, kind of a mix where defensive errors were kind of uncharacteristic by both teams here today. Talk about your team's resiliency and being able to stay in it.
Yeah, we talk about it all year. Just, handling adversity and how we handle adversity and, staying up and keeping positive and all those things. And these 4 guys and the kids out there that played today do a fantastic job of that. So couldn't be more proud of them.
Was there anything you were able to take away in the first 2 matchups that carried over into this game?
Cal Koenig is a pretty good dink pitcher. And they got some solid hitters, honestly. But we do too. And we have a hell of a stud on the mound as well. So Colt did a fantastic job. We got Damian back, and he does a great job in the back as a backstop there for us. And then Alex at shortstop, our leadoff guy leads it off with a inside to Parker. He showed his speed. He's got tons of steals. And then Logan has been just turning it on late here, been coming up with huge at-bats at the end of the season here, and that's what seniors do. So,
all right, and have you done any scouting on the potential sectional opponents looking ahead to Tuesday?
I have not yet, but I'll have my ears out there. Yep. So, yeah.
All right, definitely looking forward to seeing how it plays out on Tuesday. We'll follow you guys to the sectional round. Congrats on the win, Coach. Go enjoy it. We'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Thank you, Lee.
All right, that was Coach Tony Leifrey joining us on our post-game show, and we are now chatting with Logan Roush, the center fielder for Potosi Cassville. First off, congratulations on the win. What does this win mean to you and your teammates?
Well, freshman year, we made it to sectionals, and we strive to get back to there. It's just huge. My uncle 17 years ago actually played here against Belmont, and they beat them twice. So coming into this game, I was like, well, I'm not taking my last game here tonight. So it's huge. I mean, underclassmen stepped up. Everybody just came with heart, and they play it like it's their last game too, every game. So
yeah, your backs were against the wall, and a lot of momentum on River Ridge's side, but scoring 5 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning to take the lead. Talk about the things that started going right for Potosi Cassville in that 6th inning.
Well, I mean, the stars just started to align there. Errors on their end, but our big bats coming up. I mean, not many teams can put the ball in play with 2 strikes on them, so it's huge when you have guys that can just put the ball in play and make them make the play. So.
Yep, when Potosi Cassville is playing its best baseball, what are the things that go right for this team?
Probably when we're all energetic. If you watch any of our last few losses, our energy wasn't there. And when we're playing good, it's energetic out there. We never give up no matter what. I mean, it's insane. So.
All right, awesome. Congrats on the win, Logan. Go enjoy this one. We'll chat with Alex Frederick, who had the In the Parker home run. Little League home run to open things up for Potosi Cassville in the first inning. Talk about that In the Parker home run, because I saw Aaron Bedward dive for it along the right field line, and it was just out of his reach, and I see the ball go to the fence, and as soon as you saw the ball go, was it full send and just come home?
Yeah, so I was running to first, and then when I seen him dive and I went past him, all I heard was our first base coach screaming, 3, 3, 3. And then as I'm coming to 3, our third base head coach, Tony, is waving me in, and I'm like, oh boy. And I look, and when I turned third base, I seen the second baseman with the ball, and I'm like, wow, this is going to be close. Then as I'm getting down to the plate, honestly, I didn't even know what happened. I just tried to dodge the catcher, but all the dirt went in my eyes, and I got my wind knocked out of me by that rock-hard plate. So.
Yeah, but let's talk about, defensively, a couple uncharacteristic, errors on the game. And, obviously that can have some psychological effects in staying in the game. But talk about what you had to do today to overcome that and help your team win today.
Well, last game also we had a couple of those. But one thing that we're very good at is making sure we come back the very next pitch, the very next at-bat, and the very next inning, and making sure those things don't happen again. We have a freshman who's been playing varsity all year round with Colton on the mound, and man, he's done a phenomenal job, and I'm just so proud of him and Christopher Voles, which the other one is Lane Schaefer, for stepping up in these spots.
Yep, and talk about getting the save, getting the 9-7 win, coming in a big spot to close the game out. It was a little rocky, but able to get the job done, and I believe this would be your 3rd save of the season if stats are correct. So talk about what it meant to have the ball in your hand to close the game out for Potosi Cassville.
Well, I did talk to my guys after, and I told them, I know all you guys are scared for a second, because when we played our last regular season game, we were playing Mineral Point here. It was 10-7. We were up in the top of the 7th, and I gave up 3 runs, and they tied it. And one of them, Ben Infield, their shortstop, comes up to me and was like, "Is this happening again?" And I'm like, yeah. But yeah, when that final out happened, I was never more proud of my team and how we battled back.
All right, awesome. Well, congrats on the win. Go enjoy it, Alex, and good luck in the sectional round.
Thank you.
All right, yep. We'll chat with the catcher, Damian Bauer. Let's talk about what you saw behind the plate today, catching for both Colton Vogelsberg and Alex Frederick. What things stood out to you from behind the plate?
They didn't let any of the errors get to them. Their movement was really good. They battled when they needed to. They made plays when they needed to. Our defense was the same thing. And just have a ton of heart out there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And, talk about battling through that adversity. We mentioned to Coach, the number of errors really uncharacteristic by both teams and, kind of offset, some things. And, I'm looking at, Colton's stat line. Yeah, 6 runs came in, but only one of those runs were earned because of the defensive errors. So really kind of an effective game pitching-wise, just some really weird things defensively. Talk about what it was like trying to keep the pitchers' minds right as the game went along.
I try my best. I try to keep them focused on me. Don't spiral out of control, and they did it when they really, really needed to. Our ace is one of the best.
Yep, and talk about what this victory means to you and your teammates, getting another regional championship for this Potosi Cassville program.
Feels good to bring one for the history books.
All right, awesome. Congrats. Go enjoy it.
Thank you.
See you in the sectional round. And the starting pitcher, Colton Vogelsberg, getting the win today. 6 innings of work, 7 hits allowed, 6 runs. Again, only one of those runs earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Talk about your performance on the bump here today, Colton.
I just tried to stay consistent out there, just do what I know I can do, and then just answer back with at-bats and stay out there.
Yep, and talk about what it's like facing the same team 3 times. You've started all 3 games against River Ridge. Do you find that to be an advantage, or are there disadvantages knowing how they can hit you?
It's a different mindset going into the game. I know they've seen me twice, so it's definitely more of a mindset type of thing to try to work on my stuff, know what I can do, and just go back to what I know I can do.
Yeah, kind of compare this game to the first 2 that you saw, because as we were mentioning, a lot of fielding errors today for Potosi Cassville, kind of uncharacteristic, but able to battle through it and come through. So talk about what it was like on the mound, trying to battle through those mistakes.
It came down to whenever someone did make an error, it's talking to them, making sure make sure it doesn't happen again. And some of them kept happening again, but it's all right. It's just about keeping the mentality right, knowing we have at-bats to come after next and to answer. To answer is a big thing, and that's what we did tonight.
Yep, and then the sectional round coming up on Tuesday. Those games are going to be in Patch Grove, so a familiar field for you guys. What do you think Coach is going to be emphasizing with you guys heading into the sectional round?
Staying consistent on defense, make our outs when they need them, and stay batting.
All right. Awesome. Should be a fun one. We're looking forward to seeing how it plays out in the sectional round. Go enjoy it. We'll see you on Tuesday.
All right. Thank you.
All right. That's Colton Vogelsberg, kind enough to join us on our Reeves Wealth Management Reeves Wealth Management. Try that again. Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show. River Ridge, your winner. Or Potosi Cassville, your winner, I should say, 9-7 over River Ridge in our WIAA Division 4 regional final. Our game today is sponsored by Healing Arts and Wellness Center. Contact Healing Arts and Wellness Center to help you keep your athletes in the game and functioning at peak performance. Healing Arts and Wellness Center, Lessard Street in Prairie du Chien. We'll take a timeout. We'll pick out our Tricor Turning Point West End Salvage Scrapper of the game and the Herm's Ace Hardware MVP all straight ahead here on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-match 2.
You want to give your baby everything, so start with a safe sleep area. Babies younger than 1 should always be placed to sleep on their backs on a firm and flat surface like a safety-approved crib. And keep blankets, pillows, and other soft or loose items out of the crib when the baby is in it. Learn more about safe sleep for babies at safetosleep.nichd.nih.gov. Sponsored by the Eunice Kennedy Shriver National Institute of Child Health and Human Development.
A fraction of a raindrop. 3 grains of salt. At up to 100 times more potent than morphine, the tiniest amount of illegal fentanyl is all it takes to cause an overdose. Fentanyl can be mixed into heroin, cocaine, pressed pills, meth, and other drugs. It could be in your drugs, and you wouldn't be able to see it, taste it, or smell it. Learn more at cdc.gov/stop overdose.
Post-match 2.
Back on the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Potosi Cassville defeats River Ridge in tonight's WIAA Division 4 regional final. Potosi Cassville advancing to the regional round. I believe this would be the 15th time in Potosi's history. I'm not sure how many times Cassville has won regionals. I know they've gone to state twice, according to Coach Tony Leibfried. But River Ridge still looking for its first ever regional championship, losing back-to-back years to conference rivals in the regional final in Division 4. Let's hand out some post-game awards. The Tricor Turning Point, an easy one, brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. It was the 5 runs scored by Potosi Cassville in the bottom of the 6th inning when Potosi Cassville was trailing 6-4. Put up a 5 spot to go up 9-6, and they would not surrender the lead from that point on. So that's our Tricor Turning Point, brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. Our Herms's Ace Hardware MVP, brought to you by Herms's Ace Hardware and Home Center. Herms's will be the MVP for the next project in your home. Be sure to visit Herms's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Herms's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Maine in Platteville. I think the MVP will give to Colton Vogelsberg. Vogelsberg threw 99 pitches in 6 innings of work, allowed 7 hits, 6 runs, but only one of those runs were earned. Had 2 walks and 4 strikeouts, had a very effective day on the bump, just had some uncharacteristic Potosi Cassville errors and kept River Ridge in it. So we'll give the MVP to Colton Vogelsberg. And our West End Salvage Scrapper of the game, the player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out and trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster. We'll give that to Alex Frederick, who had the in-the-park Little League-style home run to put Potosi Cassville on the board. He led the team in the RBI department with 2. Also tied with Ben Infield. And Frederick had a couple nice plays at shortstop as well. So we'll call Alex Frederick our West End Salvage Scrapper of the game here in Potosi. Our game today is sponsored by Healing Arts and Wellness Center. Contact Healing Arts and Wellness Center to help keep your athlete in the game and functioning at peak performance. Healing Arts and Wellness Center, Lessard Street in Prairie du Chien. We'll take our final break and do a final check on the shoebox scoreboard and set up what we have coming up tomorrow for sectional final softball and the sectional round baseball coming up on Tuesday. Our Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show wraps up after this on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-match 3.
Teachers shape the future. Right now, in a classroom somewhere in the United States, there's a teacher inspiring a future scientist who'll make preventing pandemics their life's work. Sharpening the mind of an aspiring environmentalist who'll help combat climate change. And generating possibilities for a student who'll be the first in their family to graduate college. Explore a career that leaves a legacy you can be proud of. Teach. Learn more and receive free support at teach.org.
Right now, our country feels divided, but there's a place where people are coming together.
I was nervous to talk to someone so different than me.
Me too. Love Has No Labels and One Small Step are helping people with different political views, beliefs, and experiences connect through conversation, and it feels good.
This conversation gives me hope.
It gives me a lot of hope, too. Take a step toward bringing our country and your community together. Start a conversation at lovehasnolabels.com/onesmallstep. A message from StoryCorps, Love Has No Labels, and the Ad Council.
Post-match 3.
Closing up shop on the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Potosi Cassville defeats River Ridge for the third time this season and will play in the sectional round in WIAA Division 4, winning over River Ridge tonight 9-7. Potosi Cassville improves their record to 17-7, and River Ridge's final record will be 15-10. And what has been a very tough Six Rivers Conference, River Ridge ranked number 19 in the state in the final WBCA coaches poll. And only 2 players graduating from this team, Brandon Davis and Reese Drew, playing their final game in a River Ridge uniform. Final check on the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. The Galena Pirates defeat Forston 10-7 on X1071. Fenimore defeats Mineral Point in 9 innings, 4-3. And the final in Dodgeville, the Dodgers are regional champions over Iowa Grant 11-2. Barneveld an 8-0 winner over Parkview, so the Barneveld Golden Eagles stay undefeated, and they will advance to Division 4 in Sectional 4. They will be playing in Pecatonica on Tuesday. And those are all the updates that we see on the Shoebox scoreboard. Presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Coming up tomorrow, we will have sectional final softball. Belmont taking on Ithaca Weston at River Ridge High School in Patch Grove. I'll have the call of that on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Also tomorrow night, Fenimore taking on Mineral Point at Riverdale High School in Muscoda. That'll be on X1071 and X1071.com. And once we have everything finalized for baseball, we'll set up our coverage for Tuesday's sectional round baseball on our Queen Bee Radio family of stations. Check out the full Queen Bee Radio sports schedule at AM1590WPVL.com. And that'll wrap up our broadcast here from Potosi High School at Ron Kading Field. Thank you to Athletic Director Mark Siegert for helping me out and printing off some stats and information that I left at home when I left here today. So thank you to Mark Siegert and the entire staff here at Potosi High School for being gracious hosts, as always. Thanks to both head coaches, Tony Leibfried and Andrew Redmond, for the stats and information to tell you the story about both teams. Also thanks to Coach Leibfried as well as Alex Frederick, Colton Vogelsberg, Logan Roush, and Damian Bauer for joining us on our post-game show. Thanks to all of our sponsors to help us bring high school sports to you, and thank you for listening and watching along. This has been Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school baseball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on Dubuque Super Hits 106, KIYX, Sageville, Dubuque, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel powered by Laley Center Monroe and H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical. Once again, your final score, Potosi Cassville over River Ridge 9-7 in our WIAA Division 4 regional final. Potosi Cassville will play in the sectional round on Tuesday at River Ridge High School in Patch Grove. And we will sort out the station and streaming coverage for sectional round baseball. You can find that on our website at am1590wpvl.com. From the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, I'm Tyler Dictanis. Thank you so much for joining us. Good night from Potosi, and we'll see you tomorrow for sectional final softball in Patch Grove and Muscoda. Good night, everyone.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
Dubuque Super Hits 106 is KIYX Sageville, Dubuque, a Queen Bee radio station. More chances for you to win an invite to our Super Hits 106 Bally's Marquette Warco Transportation Christmas in July celebration are coming up soon. Listen to Super Hits 106 weekday mornings for the Jingle Bell cue to call and win invites for you and a guest to attend our party. For another chance to win, enter once per day at superhits106.com.